so much for joining us. I'm your host, Paige, and today we are talking about the 24th annual Garden State Film Festival, New Jersey's premier independent film festival. Garden State Film Festival returns from March 26th through March 29th with over 200 films from various countries screening at 9 different venues all throughout Asbury Park in Cranford, New Jersey. Tickets are available now at gsff.org/tickets, and there will also be tickets available at the door. And now let's dive in and meet today's filmmaker. Today, I am joined by Ben Swearingen, here to talk about his short film, Robbers. How are you, Ben? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Of
Doing good, doing good. Thank you for being here. We really
course.
appreciate it. Very
Yeah.
excited to talk about your film. Um,
I'm excited to
yeah,
talk
so
about it too.
good, good, good. All good, all good. So let's just jump in. I know I kind of introduced, but if you wanted to just share your role with the film and then tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Robbers was my senior thesis short film. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. So I went to school at Birmingham Southern College, and I was a part of a lovely film program there. It was pretty small, and we knew everybody. And this was my senior thesis film. So we crowdfunded and bothered every single person that we knew to make it happen. And I wrote it with my co-writer Whit Shoemaker, who was also at college with me, and our friend George Terry, another student there, helped us produce it, along with a bunch of other people that helped us make it happen. So we had a completely Birmingham, Alabama cast and crew, and luckily our professors let us pass with a very rough cut of the film. And we were kind of in post production for like a year, getting it colored and mixed and making the music. But yes, I co wrote it, directed it, and did the music for the short film with one of my talented music friends named Adam. And now here we are.
Here we are. It's correct. Yeah,
Mhm.
very cool, very cool. You definitely there are a lot of roles and responsibilities with this one. So,
Yeah.
and I know you said that this was your senior thesis. Inspiration for writing like this film specifically? Was it something you were kind of thinking about, or was it kind of a
I had been thinking about it for a while. It came from two different things I had been writing. So I do like music stuff as well. I've played in like bands and stuff. And so I started writing a script like years and years ago that was just about like two idiotic musicians. And then I started writing this other script a little later about this like robbery gone awry. And I was always thinking about those ideas, and then it wasn't until I like married the two ideas together that I really thought like, oh, this is something that I'm really interested in. And I think it hit. I think this idea really resonated with me as I'm graduating with a film degree and trying to figure out like, I want to be creative. I want to like work in this field, but trying to figure out how exactly you get there. Um, but I always think it's more fun when you watch people do all of the wrong decisions to try and make it happen. So the idea of these two musicians trying to rob a pawn shop so that they can make an album was a really fun idea, and it just resonated at the time. Just like figuring out. I wouldn't call it a coming of age film, but like, yeah.
no? Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely has that coming of age feel to it, which I thought was really cool. And I think you also did a great job with the writing with it. I thought it was very funny, like great timing, great comedic timing, all throughout. And so my next question is, where did you go about finding your cast? I think they delivered great performances that really kept up that funny, you know? Yeah, where did you find your cast?
Yeah, so our two main characters, that's Will Dusner and Nathan Fisher. They're actors located in Birmingham, Alabama. So I grew up doing like theater stuff as well, and when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor. And so I started going to acting classes, and I met them at this local acting studio called the Acting Out Academy. And so those have been some of my best friends for years. And I think it works so well because I we kind of had them in mind as we were writing the script. They were like roommates at the time, and I knew they would have like great chemistry on screen. And I can't take all the credit for how funny the writing is. I mean, me and my co-writer put a lot of effort into making the script as funny as possible, but I told them, don't stick too closely to the script. Like you can improvise and go off a little bit. And so a lot of those funniest line reads in that movie, I think they just came up with on the spot, which I think helped kind of the dialogue feel natural and their chemistry feel really nice.
Yes, definitely. I was gonna ask that about that because I felt like the dialogue really did feel very real. So that's cool to know that like some of that was like improv mixed in. There's a few scenes that come to mind where the conversation was like really it flowed very nicely. So yes, definitely shout out to them. Was there anything that you learned through the making of this film that you want to take to your next project? Well, that whether that be about like your creative process or your filmmaking process or anything like that. Is there anything that stuck with you through this process?
I think I'm still like figuring out what my process is. I mean, I've been like making movies with like my phone and stuff for like years, like throughout high school and middle school, but like I still feel like so like new to all of this, I guess. So I'm still figuring a lot of stuff out. I think I'm very indebted to one of our producers, Jay Galloway, who was also the director of photography on the short film, and he really helped us get it all together and put a lot of the cast and crew together. And so like it was a weird mix of like we had some students working on the short film, but we also had like people that like do this professionally in Birmingham, Alabama, doing the sound and like helping us light it. And I think um, I think the biggest thing I'll take out of it was I was really nervous to like make this movie because there was a bunch of people, taking 3 days out of their life to help this kid that they didn't know beforehand, and I was just really nervous, and I know that like I needed to be confident and but just like finding trusting myself and how I wanted the movie to look and feel and finding that confidence and also just really trusting everybody else that was working on it and letting them help me make the film what it is. So that's the main takeaway I've had from production and still to this day.
Absolutely. I think that's a great takeaway. Trusting yourself because I feel like you don't oftentimes you don't know how like capable you are. And I think for this film, I like I said, I think audiences will really enjoy it. think it definitely hit the mark. Especially, you know, with the comedy and everything all around. So definitely trusting yourself is a good takeaway from this because you just produce great films like this one. So congratulations on that. And also, congratulations on your acceptance. And my last question for you is will you be joining us at the festival in person?
I am planning on being at the festival in person. Very excited to meet all of y'all in person and visit New Jersey for the first time. So
Yeah. Yes, traveling north. Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you in person. Again, you can check out Robbers on Saturday, March 28th at the Berkeley Continental, Block BC 27, between 6 p.m. and 8:15 p.m. And again, to everyone watching, we will see you at the Garden State Film Festival, 200 films, various countries, 9 different venues in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and Cranford, New Jersey. You can get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. And once again, Ben, thank you so much for being here and for joining us. And we will see you at the festival.
Great. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Take care.